welcome to Midvale Speedway for another exciting night of stock car racing. I'm Mike Bracone, and along with my sidekick, Joe Bolin, who will be taking Chris Talati's place tonight, who has to judge. We're here with our late model dash. On the pole, number 5, Doc Dixon. Number 7, Rich Rohr. 55, Joe 9. And fastest qualifier and the winner of our Ohio 100, Bob Sibla. And we're racing Doc Dixon and Rich Rohr. Sibla wastes no time getting in third position, going by Joe 9. This is a 5-lap race. We call our helmet dash. We've got a strong race here for the first position between 5, 7, and 63. We might mention, Joe, that Joe 9 blew his engine here Wednesday night. He's got the engine out of number 58, Kenny Stevens' car. Kenny being not here tonight. Number 5, Doc Dixon, still our leader, 63. Bob Sibla moving up to second place. White flag, 1 lap to go. Doc Dixon, the leader. 63, Bob Sibla. 7, Rich Rohr. And 55, Joe 9. 1 lap to go, white flag. Bob Sibla putting on a real fine show here Wednesday night, Joe. Coming out winning both segments are 100 lap Ohio 100. The winner of our late model dash, number 5, Doc Dixon. While we're waiting for our first heat in our late model division to hit the track, we'll return right after this.
No thanks, Mike. You go ahead.
On the pole, 13, Greg Bland. 52, Randy Gray. Got a newcomer here tonight, 57. I don't have any identification on him yet. 33, Gary Smith. At 28.
57's Jerry Shields from Akron.
Okay, good. 28, Roger Leinert. 32, Jeff Bittaker. And 44, Kenny Vickers. This is the first heat in the late model division. Slowest cars in our field in this heat. By all means not slow though, Joe. They go around here pretty good.
Hey, these cars are running the track in 15, 16 seconds. And we're going to have a restart, Mike. We had a spin out, number 44, Kenny Vickers.
We'll have a complete restart. The reason for the complete restart is that we didn't complete a full lap. So we go back to the original lineup. Our track men, Joe DiCaminata and Dino Dean Miles, out on the track, lining up the race. We'd like to mention to our racing fans that we're only presenting the preliminary races here at Midvale Speedway tonight. We'd like to invite all our fans out to see the exciting feature events. The way it stands right now, we only have 2 more nights of racing in our regular season this year. Not knowing at this time whether we're going to have anything after that or not. We got them all back in line again. 13, Greg Bland on the pole. Bringing them around, looking for the green flag. This time by. Flagman Eddie Warmack seems to like the lineup, and we're racing again. It's our first heat in the late model division. 89, Brett Kitty taking the lead in the first turn. 33, Gary Smith. I think he's done a lot of work to this car, Joe, since he wrecked it here about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Took the car down about 300 pounds and it's not running too bad. 89, Brett Kitty, the leader. 13, Greg Bland. 28, Roger Liner trying to move up on the outside. 32, Jeff Bittaker.
And number 89, Brett Kennedy, running real strong tonight, Mike. Number 28, Roger Liner. He's always a good competitor here at Midvale.
Running one of the old style 64 Chevelle. Running real good against these lighter Camaros. Who'd you say that number 57 was, Joe?
Jerry Shields from Akron.
I see he's got Boyd Gum. I think that's Boyd Gum's old car.
This is his first night of racing late model.
28, Roger Liner taking over the lead. 89, Brett Kitty. Second, 32, Jeff Bittaker. This is a 10-lap heat race. It's our first heat in the late model division.
I'd like to mention, Mike, that tonight's races are sponsored by Farmers Fish Market, Meitner Tires, Reed's Auto Body, United Banks, Malkett Speed Shop, Brightwood Motors, Haas Body Shop, Speedy Auto Parts, and by Ohio Industrial Supply.
We got one lap to go. Coming in for the checkered flags, number 28, Roger Liner, 32, Jeff Bittaker, and 89, Brett Kitty. Our first three finishers in the first late model heat. While we're waiting for our second heat, the late model division to hit the track, we'll take a short break and a message from our sponsors. The Midvale Speedway for our second heat in the late model division. On the pole, 85, Terry Kaler. 64, Red Evans. 81, Tim Johnston. Number 1, Jack Peters. 45, Ed Singhouse. 77, Bear Schwartz. And V2, Gary Marinelli. This is the second heat in our late model division. A step up from the slower qualifiers. '85, Terry Kaler, moving up from our spectator division into the late model division, doing an excellent job. 64, Red Evans with his car here tonight. First time Reds drove it, usually driven by Ronnie Hoopengarner. Ronnie was in an accident Wednesday night in our Ohio 100. So Red is driving his own car here tonight. 84, Rich Schweitzer. And 85, Terry Kaler. Putting on an impressive race for first position.
Might want to mention also, Mike, that number 45, Ed Singhouse. That is a new car. This is the second time he's had it out on the track. I think when he gets the bugs out of it, it's going to be real competitive.
What kind of a car is that, Joe? It's kind of hard to tell from up here. I haven't been down to see the car up close. I think it's a Buick Skylark or.
Your guess is as good as mine.
85, Terry Kaler. Pulling out to a commanding lead here. Our second late model heat. Here at beautiful Midvale Speedway. An excellent crowd on hand here tonight, Joe. Looks about as good as the crowd we had here Wednesday night. 81, Tim Johnston moving up to second position. 64, Red Evans, and 45, Ed Singhouse. Running side by side, coming by the flagman. V2 and 84, Rich Schweitzer. I think we'll see better things out of V2 than the coming years too, Joe. He moved up from our spectator division of last year into our late model division with a new car, trying to work the bugs out of it. Doing a real good job. We got a spin out over here, number 4 turn, 45, Ed Singhouse. 1 lap to go, white flag, white flag. 85, Terry Kaler. 81, Tim Johnston. Putting on an impressive race here. And the winner, number 85, Terry Kaler. Second, 81, Tim Johnston. And at 64, Red Evans. Looks like Red's got some hot brakes on that left rear there, Joe.
Yeah, they're kind of red, Mike. They're either too tight or he's got his foot laying on the brake pedal.
So while we're waiting for our fast heat in the late model division, we'll take a short break and return right after this.
Welcome back to Midvale Speedway for our fast heat. On the pole, number 21 is Mike Gillen. Number 25, Farmer Smith. Number 38, Jim Coffey. Number 5, Doc Dixon. Number 7, Richie Rohr of Canton. Number 55, Joe 9. Number 63, Bob Sibler. And I don't know who's driving 75, Mike.
Number 75 is Dave Eric. Must have wanted to take scratch position because 63, Bob Sibler, excuse me, is our fastest qualifier. Dave must not think his car's running too good. Smart move to the back of the pack. 25, Farmer Smith taking over the lead, followed closely by 5, Doc Dixon. 21, Mike Gillen pulling off the track, must have problems with the car. 55, Joe 9 moving up to third position. 63, Bob Sibler. 5, Doc Dixon moving on the inside on number 1 turn, trying to take over the lead. Farmer Smith not letting him by. 55, Joe 9.
Number 55, Joe 9. Mike's got some sparks coming out of the right side of the car. What do you think that might be?
I think that's just his headers dragging on the track there, Joe. When he comes into the turns, it's dragging. We'll look as he comes by this time. Number 5, Doc Dixon taking over the lead. Yeah, I think that's the headers off of number 55 there. Joe hitting the track. 25, Tom Smith in second position. Joe 9 moving up on the outside. Him at 63 running side by side, coming over number 2 turn. Joe 9 moving up on the outside. Doc Dixon with a commanding lead now in our 10-lap heat race.
Bob Sibler, number 63, slowing down, Mike. He might be having a few problems here tonight.
Bob dropping out of the race. Some type of problem. We might see it different. We've been saying this now for 16 weeks, but one of these nights we'll get her. It might be a different story in the feature event. Doc Dixon running real strong right now. 55, Joe 9 second. 25, Tom Smith, and here comes number 7, Rich Rohr. 38, Jim Coffey in a very nice looking Buick. In 5th position. We'd like to remind our fans again, we're only going to present the preliminary races here tonight. I'd like to invite everybody out to see the exciting feature events here at Midvale Speedway. We're only going to have 2 more nights of regular season racing. White flag, 1 lap to go. Doc Dixon with commanding lead over number 55, Joe 9. 25, Tom Smith trying to hold on to 3rd position. Here comes Rich Rohr on the inside, trying to take over 3rd position. Tom Smith edges him out right at the line. Number 5, Doc Dixon. Sherridsville, Ohio.
My calculations are right, Mike. I don't think Doc's run a feature tonight or this year yet.
No, he hasn't. Joe's come close 2 or 3 times with bad luck. Doc hasn't been able to finish the race.
He seems to be running real good tonight. Maybe he's got his act together. Maybe tonight is his day. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, while we're waiting for our next race, which will be the fast heat in our spectator division, we'll take a short break and return after this message. For the late model pursuit race. On the pole, 45, Ed Singhouse. 77, Bear Schwartz. V2, Gary Marinelli. 25, Tom Smith. 38, Jim Coffey. 75, Dave Eric. Number 5, Doc Dixon. Rich Rohr. And the fastest qualifier No, our fastest qualifier isn't out there, Joe.
No.
Ed Singhouse must be taking his place.
Bob Sibley seems to be having a few problems in the pits, Mike.
Bringing up the rear, number 55, Joe 9. Our track man, Dean Miles, signaling one more lap. Our flagman, Eddie Warmack, trying to get a better lineup here.
You might want to mention, Mike, how this race is run.
Yeah, that'd be good, Joe. Why don't you explain to the fans how this race is run?
This is called a pursuit race. Used to be called, it's a pursuit race, in other words, yeah. What happens, if you're passed, you're out. They're in single file. You run as hard as you can. If you're passed, you're out. The last car is the winner. And how many laps it goes, I don't know. Mike probably knows. Do you know how many laps this goes, Mike?
Yeah, Joe, they usually go 10 laps, more or less the rear car passes everyone within those 10 laps. Then it's over. But they run 10 laps.
We're waiting for car number 81, Tim Johnson, to come out on the track.
We only have 9 cars. We start this pursuit race with 10 cars.
He'll take over the pole position. Number 81, Tim Johnson, driving the Mustang. One of the rare sights here at Midvale Speedway is a Ford.
Tim not doing too bad the past few weeks in that Ford.
The predominant make, as usual, Chevrolet Camaro. We have all the cars on the track lined up. They're coming around. They should play.
Flagman Eddie Warmack still don't like the lineup. Still giving them one more lap. We either have somebody out of position or Eddie don't like the way they're coming around.
So they'll line up and try her again.
Still, we're not racing yet. Still some type of a problem. Our track man, Dean Miles, getting on the telephone down here, talking to the tower. Talking to Chris Talati, who will be judging tonight's races. We're ready to roll. Looking for the green flag this time around. And we're racing once more here at Midvale Speedway. Ed Singhouse putting on a strong move to take over first position in the first lap. Something happened to Ed, pulling off the tracks. The same with Barrett Morse. 2 cars out of the race after the first lap. 81, Tim Johnston taking over, commanding lead over V2, Gary Marinelli. 25, Tom Smith moving up on the outside. Number 5, Doc Dixon. Running a strong 4th. Number 7, Rich Rohr. 55, Joe 9. 75, Dave Barrett. He's out. He's been passed. Once you are passed by a car following you, you are eliminated from the race. Doc Dixon eliminating Gary Marinelli. 7, Rich Rohr moving up to 3rd spot. 55, Joe 9. Running 4th. Doc Dixon. And number 81, Tim Johnston. Here comes Rich Rohr moving up on the outside. Doc Dixon. Tim Johnston, they're 3 wide coming out of number 2 turn. Doc Dixon eliminating number 81, Tim Johnston. We've got 3 cars left out of 10. Number 5, Doc Dixon. Number 7, Rich Rohr. And bringing up the rear, number 55, Joe 9. I think we're going to run 10 laps now, Joe. It's going to be tough for any of these cars to pass.
These are 3 of the top competitors here at Midvale Speedway. Doc Dixon has already won a heat race. He seems real strong in this pursuit. So I think you're right, Mike. I think we'll go 10 laps.
Joe 9 still throwing a few sparks out from underneath his car. When he comes into the turn, his header pipe hitting the track. 5 and 7. 1 lap to go, white flag. Doc Dixon, the leader. 7, Rich Rohr, he's dropping out. No, he's not. I thought I seen him hold his hand up there, Joe. 5, Doc Dixon, coming in for the checkered flag in the late model pursuit race. Number 7, Rich Rohr, and bringing up the rear, number 55, Joe 9 of Leesville.
Midvale Speedway Racing on Channel TV2 is brought to you by Farmer Smith's Market, Breitner Tires, Reed's Auto Body, United Banks, Malkett Speed Shop, Brightwood Motors, Haas Body Shop, Speedy Auto Parts, and by Ohio Industrial Supply.
The next, while we have a lull in the action here, waiting for a couple more cars to hit the track, we'll take a short break and we'll return right after this. Here we are with our late model Consi event. We're racing again here at Midvale Speedway. Number 89, Brett Kitty pulling out into the lead in the first turn. 13, Craig Bland. 44, Kenny Vickers. We got a bad wreck here. We got a bad wreck here in number 3 turn. Kenny Vickers going clear up over the fence.
Number 57, Jerry Shields, tried to go in between 2 cars there, Mike, and took 44, Kenny Vickers, right up and over the fence.
They was airborne right here in front of us. From our vantage point here in the pits.
The other car is 57, that's Jerry Shields of Akron.
Kenny Vickers seems to be all right. He's out walking around the car.
Both drivers out of the car and all right.
I believe Jerry Shields is still in the car, Mike.
Once again, we're going to see
I think he's all right, though. They're pushing the car back. 57.
Let's see just how tough you are right here on the asphalt oval next Saturday night.
He's getting out of the car now, Joe. The track crew's right on the scene. We got the ambulance right there in case of any injury.
You bring your own car, the 81 Corvette.
We got a
we don't care. You must sign a pit release and
red light here on the track, so we get this mess cleaned up here in number 3 turn. A few years back, we seen a bad wreck in this very same place with our super late model. In our super late model division. Studying the lineup. Looking for the green. And we're underway once more. Our late model Consi event. 89, Brett Kitty. Taking over the lead. He gets squirrely coming out of number 2 turn. He's going to hit the wall down here in the backstretch. He didn't hit it too bad, though. Looks like he blew the engine. We got oil all over the track.
We got the yellow and red light out again, Mike. We didn't even complete a lap, so we'll have a restart again in the late model Consi. If they keep it up, Mike, you just have 2 cars and they can automatically go to the feature.
I imagine a couple guys would like to see that. He blew an engine here. Back here in the back stretch, I don't think he's got oil too far. Down the back stretch, maybe he didn't blow an engine, I don't know. From here it looks like he did, don't it, Joe? Calling the track crews back out. Get some oil dry down on the track.
Yeah. Looking at the number 2 turn, coming out of number 2 turn, Mike, it looks like there's a little oil all over.
Track man, Dean Miles, trying to get everybody out of the way. Get them up here and lined up so we can get going right away when we're ready for the restart. look down in the pits there, I see Glenn Jewell here tonight. Glenn having some tough luck in our late model division this year. One thing we can say for Glenn, though, he's a tough competitor. He had his car back out here Wednesday night after a bad crash about 2 weeks ago when he hit the wall right here in front of us, Joe. Just made that car look like an accordion. Glenn suffering minor injuries in that wreck.
Major injuries to the car.
Yeah, he done the job on the car, but he was right back out here. I don't know, it was either 2 or 3 weeks later. Our track crews, headed by Roy King, doing an outstanding job here at Midvale Speedway this year. I don't know all of the fellas' names. We'd like to thank them all. We're looking for the green this time around. And we're underway one more time. In our late model consolation event. 13, Greg Bland, trying to hold on to the lead. Jerry Shields, 57, doing an excellent job for the first time here. 52, Randy Gray, moving up. We had another car airborne down there, Joe. I couldn't tell exactly who it was, but I think it was Randy Gray. And 33 got tangled up. We got a car spun out down here between 1 and 2 turns.
Car number 57, Jerry Shields again, Mike.
Flag again, we're down to 4 cars. Looking for the green. We're racing one more time. 28, Roger Leinert, wasting no time, taking over the lead. 13, Greg Bland trying to hold on to second. 32, Jeff Bittaker moving up on the outside. 33, Gary Smith bringing up the rear. 28, 32. First and second position. Top 2 finishers going into our late model feature event.
Number 28, Roger Leinert. Number 32, Jeff Bittaker. Taking over the helm of the number 32 car. Oh, Wild Bill Bittaker, I believe, stepped down, Mike.
We're halfway in this race. Halfway. 32, Jeff Bittaker trying to move out on the outside. 28, Roger Leinert trying to hold on. 33, Gary Smith, third position. Fourth, 13, Greg Bland. We got a real good race here between 28 and 32. That car, Roger Leinert's running real strong. As I mentioned before, it's one of the old style 64 Chevelles. Something you don't see here at Midvale Speedway. 1 lap to go, white flag. White flag, we got Gary Smith spinning out down here in number 4 turn. He's off the track though. I think we're going to be able to finish the race. We're down to 3 cars out of 8. And Roger Leinert gets nosed out right at the line by number 32, Jeff Bittaker. So the representatives out of the consolation event into the feature will be number 32, Jeff Bittaker, and number 28, Roger Leinert. So that's the end of our broadcast from here at Midvale Speedway for this Saturday evening.